Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of JDTV from here in the den. And welcome to all you people on YouTube. And thanks for subscribing to the JDTV YouTube. I sound like I'm Norfolk. I've been on YouTube. I think it's great. Anyway, you can see behind me there is the flag of the Falkland Islands. And as you know, most of you study history who are not out with banners, people who care about history will realise that it was the end, actually it marked the end of the surrender of the Argentinian forces on East and West Falklands. There never was an official surrender or end of hostilities by the Argentinians, but I love the fact that the message that was sent back after the surrender, that the Union Jack flies alongside the white ensign, and something along those lines, but basically is that the inhabitants of the Falkland Islands are back under the government and the protectorate and whatever they want. So anyway, it's an emotional time for a lot of people at the moment, and if we look at what's going on here on this weekend, it's rather odd. And yes, we've got the Black Lives Matter, and I'll be making a statement about that at the end of this broadcast. But I've been looking this morning. I've got up forever. I won't watch Andrew Marr anymore. No, I can't have it. I can't bear just how a very, very intelligent man who is just selling his soul. And if you look at the other reporters, that Kay Burley is... I've never really described people as evil, but I think I'm getting close there. I fell out with Simon Weston, you know, the great Simon Weston from the Falkland Islands. We had an exchange of words because Kay Burley, bless her, was talking about people who are wearing veils, and she was going on about people wearing veils. You can't see. Someone said you can't see their expression, so you don't know what their intention is. And she said, well, Simon Weston doesn't have any expression on his face. Ooh, and I didn't think that was very good, so I managed to get in touch with her. Someone gave me a number, I called her up and I said, look, I can't speak for Simon Weston, but that wasn't a very good thing to say. Oh, please apologise to him. No, you apologise to him, but then you can't just go through life spouting out this bullshit. You have a position, you people on the news. There's a guy this morning, let's look at what's happened. So British Lives Matter. Funny that, isn't it? Lives Matter. A fraudulent slip. Black Lives Matter. Yeah, okay, we got that. Everybody gets that. And yes, they do. But the statues, what is all that about? And what are the police doing apart from kneeling? The police commissioner, Baz Javid, said there was a pocket full of people that were carrying out violence against the police. Well, why would they be carrying out violence against the police? I can't see the police doing anything apart from kneeling down. Are we really going to sit here and let our statues be taken down? Is that what people are thinking? Our statues, black people's statues, white people's statues. It's the past. What are we going to do? Why don't we just nip over to Egypt and take away the pyramids? No, I tell you what is easier to do. We'll take Nigel Farage away from his job at LBC and have that awful, lefty, untalented, fucking horrible, cheap shoe wearing bastard O'Brien, who I've had the mispleasure of working with, say, we finally got our channel back. Well, good luck to you. What is it with the media that they are so led? They are so led by the left and so hate anyone that's against them. This is the lefty Stasi. We've got, I mean, loads of things. There was another guy, right? This is a geezer who wrote, his name is Dominic Casciani. This is talking about the right-wing thugs that's turned up. Some were members of Football Hooligan Network. What does that mean? You're making this up, mate, Mr. Kakiani, aren't you, Mr. Khaki Pants? This is no good. There isn't a Football Hooligan Network. So I've got football hooligan mates from Crystal Palace. I can imagine the Millwall people phoning up West Ham and saying, tell you what, let's all get together and go up the West End and all be friends. It's absolute bollocks. And all the thugs, they were Football Hooligan Network and they were from the far right. Where is the fucking far right? Southend? Where is it? What's going on? And it says... So does this mean that anyone that thinks that what these BLM people are doing, this is not Black Lives Matter, nothing to do with that, that's been kidnapped by a load of millennial fucking snowflake do-gooders who just want to rebel. They just want, what do they want to be? Pol Pot. Let's take away everything from the past and start from year zero and kill 3 million people that were involved in that before. All the gammons and the old people. Let's get rid of the government. Let's have all you young people that haven't got a fucking clue, say like every other sentence, carry on with running our country. We get rid of all the COVID-19 as well after you've stopped spreading it amongst yourselves, you fucking morons. But why do the police have to condemn anyone that wants to protect a statue as right-wing thugs? A thug is a thug, no matter what side. Am I a right-wing thug? Because I'd like to stand in front of a statue and say, please do not deface this. I'd like to find that fella that pissed up that thing of Keith Palmer. PC Palmer's memorial was a bloke having a piss up it. But when he gets nicked, no matter what side he's on, do you know what he will say? Sorry, I didn't know what it was. I didn't look down. You know, that's how he's going to get off. Exactly the same as one of the family members of Dave Gilmour from Pink Floyd was swinging on the flag of the cenotaph, and they said, what a terrible thing, let's lynch him, said the right-wing thugs. No, but his barrister quite rightly said he was unaware of the significance of the cenotaph. Well, of course people are unaware of the cenotaph because they don't want to look at history. It's fucking crazy. Take down Winston Churchill. You can't pull down Winston because of Black Lives Matter. He's got a fucking black name, for Christ's sake. Black Lives Matter. So what are we going to do? Now, people want to protect cenotaphs. People want to protect memorials. We're going to take down Cecil Rhodes, who was light on his feet. So what, we're going to have gay protesters out there? What about Baden Powell? I don't know what his game was, but well, don't go there. But are we just going to remove everything you don't want? I can listen, I just don't get it. Let me ask the question. Let's pick two black people that I particularly love. Frank Bruno. So if I do an impression of Frank Bruno, or if I do an impression of Ian Wright, who I think is just a fantastic chap, I can't do impressions of them. Ian Wright talked a bit like that. I'm Frank Bruno, haha. That's racist, is it? But I can do Sven-Goran Eriksson, Sven, getting all the football learning, and it's not. So what do you want to do? Let me tell you here, right now, before we leave YouTube and I go on to my own TV channel, www.jimdavidson.uk. Years ago, I invented a character. I didn't invent a character, actually. I just did lots of accents, lots of silly accents. And someone told me ages ago, why don't you make that person a little character? And Chalky was born. He was never Chalky White, just a man called Chalky with a ridiculous West Indian accent. Now, I look back at that, and people use that as a stick to hit me with, and right-wing thug comedians. And if that caused offence to anyone years ago, I'm sorry, and I hope you've got over it. It was a long while ago. So I'm now, what do? What are comedians allowed to do? Ant and Dec have just apologised for blacking up. They have apologised. We're very, very sorry, lads. It wasn't even you, was it, that did it? You know, it's not as if Ant and Dec make up and choose what they're going to do. They read the autocue and they get scripts delivered to them, probably by some 12-year-old millennial producer and writer who says, this is funny, why don't we black up? Now, they've slipped off with their BLM banners somewhere where Ant and Dec get it up the arse. Lads, don't apologise. You only apologise if you're showing intent to cause harm. That's what I would think. Okay, what's going to happen? Let's not have any comedians. I was watching Sky News this morning and up comes a comedian of Asian origin, a person who's darker than me. Now, what's he going to say? Comedy is comedy. No, he's not going to say that. So let's stop all the comedians. Let's get Keith Lemon crying his eyes out because he once blacked up. Well, you should cry your eyes out, Keith, because you're fucking unfunny. Try it, instead of dressing up as a black person, try being a comedian. Try and have a laugh. Try and make people laugh. Having said that, I'm the Antichrist, aren't they? But I'm here to tell you now, in my ability as a person to be on the media and a person that's been accused of everything, I will now never, ever do jokes about black people again. Okay? I'm not going to get on my knee and I'm not going to say, you know, every black person I see, oh, hail you. No, I'm not going to apologise for the past. The past was the past. Erase it if you want by not buying the DVDs or not watching this channel. However, if you think that what I did, and I'm talking personally, in the past hasn't offended you, then sign up and watch and have a laugh, because the intent was not to insult, it was to make people laugh. So I will never, ever do a joke about a black person again. So I think the best thing for me to do, all you people go and protest, you've got my vote. I will not tell any more black jokes. I don't want to be part of the thing. I don't want to look at all the lefty newspapers, you know, making up bollocks about it, and let's all try and live in harmony. If my little bit helps, if that's what you want, I don't know what people want. I don't know what these protesters want, so I'll just bug out. So take me out of the frame, okay? You've got that nasty Jim Davidson will never, ever engage in telling black jokes, okay? So goodbye, you YouTubers, on this sad old day, you YouTubers. Goodbye, you YouTube. Try saying that when you've had a few Sunday afternoon. Goodbye, you YouTubers, and I'll see the rest of you on JDTV in a second.